his.
And we're showing them.
Home shop. Home shopping. Shopping. Home shopping. Ready crew.
Yeah, look for it.
When you feel it's hopeless, when you think that you lost, oh, I will take your hand and we'll rise up from the dust. Oh, here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and clean my throat. Everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and clear my throat. We rise up from the dust and clear my throat.
Well, my name is Alf and I'm stuck on Earth. I can't get back to my place of birth. Making the best of a bad situation. Think of it as an extended vacation. Yeah!
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Get that?
Oh, I love the idea that he can wear his.
And we're showing them.
Home shop. Home shopping. Shopping. Home shopping. Ready crew.
Yeah, look for it.
Here in the studio.
And the doctor says, well, Armand, I can boil you an egg.
It's cold.
Guess not. All right. Did you ever see those advertisements like got milk? Hey, open up!
Got a party
Open it up!
chat
What's
going on.
going on in there? Open it up! Son of a bitch! Eat beef? I mean, that's kind of like saying smoke cigarettes or drive cars. I mean, it's real generic. It's like the guy looks at me and he says to me, you think you're living in a free country? You think this is a democracy? Of course it's not. Websites, newsletters, self-published manifesto, they think we're kooks. I mean, George Bush knew what he was saying when he said New World Order. Remember those three little words, New World Order? Well, he was a 33rd degree Mason, you know, and as ex-director of the CIA. He was saying that was sends conspirologists everywhere spinning their wheels, and they destroy their own credibility. Hey, don't get me wrong, sister. I'm sure your heart's in the right place.
I mean, it's disgusting. You know what they put in the water, don't you? Fluoride. Yeah, fluoride. on the pretext that it strengthens your teeth. That's ridiculous. You know what this stuff does to you?
And there's that, unless the world is flat.
I don't want to talk about it. No, I don't. Nobody does. Really? Pull your pranks on us? We're on candid camera. Hi. Look at me.
How could anybody not be sure? All right, give the kid a break, will you? It's nothing to be ashamed of. Hey, we all been there. My feet way up high, I feel free on these wings you can't see. Give the kid a break, will you? It's nothing to be ashamed of. Hey, we all been there. My feet way up high, I feel free on these wings you can't see.
The flat Earth conspiracy is a belief that the Earth is a flat disk, surrounded by a wall of ice, with the North Pole located at the center. This theory was first popularized in the 19th century by Dr. Samuel Burley Robotham, who argued for it based on his literal interpretation of the Bible and what some consider to be pseudoscience. Despite being widely disproven by scientific evidence, the idea has persisted, with some people forming groups, societies, and internet forums to propagate these beliefs. In recent years, the Flat Earth conspiracy has gained attention due to endorsements from celebrities such as B.O.B., Kyrie Irving, Mark Solin, and Tila Tequila. However, the vast majority
This is a message for all the crazy conspiracy
disastrous, because right now, here in New York, you can calculate at our latitude,
to all of
we
you
are all moving with the
who have been laughed at,
800 miles an hour.
abused on social media, and called insane
If you stopped
for
Earth
years,
and you were seatbelt
but you
buckled
still
to the
stand
Earth,
up for
you would
what
fall
you
over and roll
believe in
800 miles an hour due
and
east.
try to get the
You'd
truth
kill everyone
out to the
People be
public.
flying out of windows,
You
and that would
have
be a
lost
bad day.
friends and family.
I'm just saying.
You have been ridiculed, and yet
If somehow
you
we all
still
slow down to anything not bolted to
but never stop being that person who tries to
somehow we
offer
all
a
slow
different
down to
perspective
anything not bolted to
those around you love.
if the Earth would slide due
You were
east,
always
800 miles an hour.
different and
That's what
weird,
happens to you in a car.
and
You hit
never
a brick wall and you're not
were
noticing,
one
but
for
you keep
conforming.
going.
To the ones who woke up and realized what was going on in the world and had to have their hearts shattered into a million pieces.
Nobody really cares, and that should be the biggest news story in the world right now.
There's the moon and planets that we could never get to.
You had to face all of that alone, and it broke your heart.
And it's green grass
But you
growing
did it
all around.
for those also
Green
who
grass
tried
growing all
every single
around.
I can put that spoon down anytime I want.
Adults?
You just don't get as much milk with a fork, that's all.
Genetic control, 20% probability. 0-1, yes, here's the unlikely event that became true. No, just
Your film is now ready to be shown.
An American music legend, ladies and gentlemen, the band.
Is it still hot out there? Did you catch a game last night?
Guild of America East and Writers Guild of America West will go on strike. We don't know right now if that's going to happen, but it looks like they may go on strike. And it could mean that all of your favorite television shows will go away. And they may not come back. And so what I'm trying to say is this could be your last look at me and Paul. The Writers Guild of America members, I've been a member of that guild for all my life. And on the other hand, you have the welfare of the staff and the crew who work here at The Late Show. So it's a tough decision, and yours truly, once again, caught right in the middle. Right in the middle, ladies and gentlemen.
Turned around and said Earth is flat.
Understand? Thank you. I'm glad we agree on that. Let me remind you of one thing. Regardless of what I do,
Is the Earth flat or a globe? A question that stirs debate and controversy among certain circles. This age-old question has been the subject of many a heated conversation.
The single existential threat to the world.
Have you ever heard of the flat Earth theory?
The flat Earth theory?
Yeah, flat Earth, the idea that the Earth is flat.
I do.
Yeah. Both were members of Skull and Bones, a secret society at Yale. What does that tell us? Not much, because it's a secret.
They didn't make a big deal out of that.
I mean, you know the thing, they get a bad knock. She's a very nice woman. People think tough, and I guess she's tough, but she's a very nice woman, and he's a very nice guy.
Perfectly safe and absolutely harmless.
Sometimes they store out poison. Yes, of course it's a poison. In large doses, very expensive. At 1 part per million.
Now, I don't know about you, but I don't remember the last time I drank a glass of drinking water. I don't let my kids near the drinking water for me.
Now, the world is not flat?
No, we really lied.
Looks like I'm playing. I'm not going to try to stop it.
All right, I'm going to level with you all.
It's about doing what you're told.
Yeah.
That since the beginning of time as we know it today.
If I brought you down, thank you very much for showing me where I'm at. I guess I don't really have that much more to do.
He was the best guy around.
What about the...
Landing on my head. I can't hear anything you say. I can't feel anything.
Okay, how did the magician make the shiny ball seem to float beneath that magic cloth? You know there's a secret, and this one is simpler than you might imagine. At the beginning of the trick, the ball is sitting on the pedestal and the magician covers it with a black scarf. Instantly, it begins to float, but not under its own power or some phony magic spell. The ball is actually supported by this black metal rod that's hidden behind the cloth. One end is attached to the back of the ball, the side you never see, and controlled by the magician who secretly holds the other end in his fingertips, but it always seems to want to fly away. Better put it down before somebody loses an eye. Wait, now he's made it disappear.
NASA announced last week. Tom!
Sorry. Good one.
NASA announced last week that it will no longer refer to planets and galaxies by offensive nicknames, so keep an eye out tonight for the Husky Dipper.
Trees.
Tree.
Stuff.
The flat Earth theory.
The Earth is flat.
What if the Earth is flat?
What's with everybody saying the world's flat?
Of the Earth is flat.
But is the Earth flat?
And then when you're on Earth, it's flat.
The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat. Your reaction?
See, right.
I support that aspect of it.
Of the flat Earth.
The Earth is flat? Is the Earth flat? The Earth is not a cube because it has enough stuff.
And stuff.
You'll see it'll become a circle.
And then we couldn't decide how we were going to edit it.
The Earth is flat. Yeah, flat Earth.
And stuff.
With a lot of stuff, flat Earth.
About flat Earth, there's a lot of people out there that there's a lot of great information. The YouTube channel.
Stuff.
And stuff.
Are flat.
And you were right. There has been a cat in this video.
Proving the Earth is demonstrably flat.
And kind of looked at stuff a little bit more.
And stuff.
And then researched a little bit more and, you know, researching again and again. And then you start kind of discovering stuff.
The Earth is flat.
Well, the flat Earth has kind of come from a position that science is only real if it's something that you can verify yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not an entirely unreasonable position to come from.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the stuff like...
The world is flat.
Flat Earth, if the Earth is flat,
is a flat Earth. World that is flat.
Most flat. Flat Earth.
And stuff.
Flat Earth, that flat Earth. Fascinating stuff.
Science stuff.
And stuff.
Hey, want to listen to some tunes?
Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth and round. I can see the world is flat.
Earth is flat.
Flat Earth.
Majestic, flat Earth of ours.
That stuff is flat.
Earth is flat.
Right.
Earth is flat. On a flat Earth.
Earth is flat.
The fact that it is, in fact, a flat Earth.
A cold, flat ground.
Earth is flat.
This flat Earth.
Hat jeder Mensch gewusst, dass die Erde flach ist und vor 5
Flat, 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 flat. It's flat. It's flat. It's flat. It's flat. Flat, 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 flat. It's flat. It's flat. It's flat. It's flat. It's flat. Flat. It's 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 flat. 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 It's 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 flat. 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 It's 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 flat. Flat. It's 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 flat. Flat.
Flat Earth.
Ready to go on the end of the world.
Favorite cats are fatter. The government doesn't want you to know.
The Earth is flat.
Flat stuff, Eddie.
But if there were a virus out there.
And the playing field for this game
Flat. Earth was flat.
Is the world flat?
The world was flat.
Y'all know it's a flat, right?
Of course it's flat. We were always told that the world is flat.
Flat stuff, Eddie.
Flat, right? The world is flat. You know, yes, the world is flat. You know, yes. Flat after all.
Oh, the world, she's flat.
The Earth is flat and NASA never went to the moon.
The Earth was flat.
World is flat? Like a pancake?
Flat stuff, Eddie.
says it's flat.
Flat Earth in this flat, beautiful land.
Flat Earth.
The world is flat.
Flat Earth.
On a vast plain. Flatland.
Flat! My ruler! Flat! This paper! Flat! Where I live! Flat!
What you find is that they create a universe that is perfectly flat. Flat.
It's flat. The Earth is flat.
Absolutely flat.
Flatline! Flatline!
For example, it's flat.
The world is flat. Is evidence that NASA faked it. By the way, I watched both of your YouTube videos. I must say, remarkably uncompelling. I gotta tell you, hardly any evidence at all there for me that the stuff...
That stuff is flat. You don't see the curvature of the Earth. You just don't. That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat. You just don't. That stuff is flat. Flat. Flat.
scientists wrote that the Earth is flat.
Theorist has finally followed the trail of flat Earth breadcrumbs I've been dropping.
1984. The world gets still.
The world is flat and
This flat Earth is in your...
I believe the Earth is flat, despite what big round Earth money and their anti-flat Earth agenda want you to believe.
The Earth is flat. Living in illusion, the Earth is flat.
It did look flat out of my window.
Some illusion, the Earth is flat.
But they lose their greatest fears when they think, they find out that chemtrails are not poison being sprayed in the sky. And
Living in illusion, so I don't know what to do.
I believe the world is flat. Don't care what you think or anyone else.
And someone else says it's flat.
On Mount Rubidoux, the words Google Flat Earth were found carved into the riverside hill in letters that were 10 feet long.
No curvature in the horizon. Flat Earth video, no curvature in the horizon. Flat Earth video, no curvature in the...
See the world. People are crazy.
The world is flat and weary.
Thought you were a hip cat. But how can you say that this world ain't flat?
I used to think the world was flat.
Fluoride should never be added to our water supply.
But I do! Because it's flat. Boom, you
Hypnotize my mind, convince me that this world is still flat. For the same, you hold this brainwashed truth. There's no other way! And there's that, unless the world is flat. If lumbersack can fly, this whole world might still be flat.
Or they're out of office, or the world isn't flat after all.
I thought I made a big mistake. The earth ain't flat.
Also, flat wrong.
They said so publicly.
It's flat wrong.
They must have been founding members of the Flat Earth.
What we need to do is flatten the curve.
Up on the surface, the earth looks around.
Moon landing was faked, or the argument that the earth is flat and that scientists are covering it up.
But it's a godless city of cold flat ground.
That stuff is flat.
Endure.
Pictures, steroids, Santa Claus, kicks and deals. It's a long fly ball going back. And the ball.
I'm a revolutionary renegade. I sun gaze, the sun's rays, eyes blazed, half crazed, coming at you sideways, down the information highway, splitting open the secret society. Bilderberger, skull and bones, scourges on humanity. Eminem, devil horns like candy gives you cavities. LeBron James, Masonic whore, fake sports are tragedy. Hoping carries real, but he's kinda hard to swallow. Same goes for B.O.B., Shaq, and Eddie Bravo. Part of me suspects they are faker than Apollo. Bill Jones is Alex Hicks and vice versa flipped it. Charlie's Law reversed it and Kevin Booth assisted. This isn't just a limerick, I'm pulling back the fake, yo. Mother Nature sent me here exposing all the evil. Surveilled by media, shady and deceitful. Closed my accounts, dumping all the toxic people. Sheeple cranked my style on a journey to discovery. I put up with the shit, now I need some recovery. Truth sets me free from my own worst enemy. Keep my enemies close, and I study them endlessly. Vultures surrounding me on Masonic checkerboards. Offer up student loans, bust cheap room and board. College is a scam, creativity is stopped. Cancel your classes and the truth will be unblocked. Teach yourself on the net, knowledge is unlocked. Sending in the bots to trap you in the box. Targeted by trolls and followed by the cops. My blood begins to boil, my skin turns to rock. Reminds me why I started and why I'll never stop. Yeah. Reminds me why I started and why I'll never stop.
jet flying so close to our house?
Looks like we're being poisoned.
ask nobody for help. And the Bible in my hand, and a trick I just couldn't understand. So baby, please don't knock no more, 'cause I'm so tired of being on my own, and I don't feel like coming down. Said I don't feel like coming down. I don't feel like coming down. Said I don't feel like coming down from this place I found. So you can feel like you belong around. Said I don't feel like coming down from this place I found. I don't feel like coming down. I don't feel like coming down. I don't feel like coming down from this place I found.
Yes, and they know not what they do, and I still believe in you.
Everyone, please stop what you're doing and listen. This is not a drill.
An idea from the human mind.
Please stop what you're doing and listen. This is not a drill.
An idea can transform the world.
Please stop what you're doing
and rewrite all
and
the
listen.
rules.
This is not a drill.
Which is why an idea I have.
Everyone, please stop what you're doing.
He's hiding something, and we need to find out what that is.
We gotta break out of here. Give him the kick!
This was not a part of the plan! Wake me up! Wake me up!
I know we have still not shattered that highest and hardest glass ceiling, but someday someone will, and hopefully sooner than we might think.
As the galaxies go whizzing by over the glass domed ceiling. Now tell me that does work for you.
If it's true
does it change how I live my life? This is something that is not an easy answer because of the magnitude of what we're talking about here. How it will change your life, first of all, when you understand it, is dramatic, to say the least. Will it change you from having to go to your job every day and the things that you typically do every day? No. But when this knowledge becomes more mainstream and these agencies are starting to be held accountable, and you understand that they're all participating in this, not just the United States government, not just NASA, but China, Russia, India, all of them have space programs. They all have the same symbolism. They're all doing the exact same thing to their citizenry. And the first thing you have to understand about this is that the deception goes all the way to the top. And when I say all the way to the top, you have to kind of get rid of the notion that the people at the very highest levels are working together. Why would they do this? Why are they trying to hide the fact that we are on an infinite plane or on a flat earth rather than a ball? Well, if you isolate people into the idea that they're on a blue marble that's in the middle of a universe that is really insignificant and there's thousands or millions and billions of other worlds and possibly other civilizations, that makes most people think that we are insignificant and that we did actually come about as some sort of an accident. Now, when people believe that, their minds are much more malleable into being given the idea that there is no God, there is no creator. And because of that, that also gives the controllers this fertile soil to build other deceptions on.
Why do you think that Truman has never come close to discovering the true nature of this world until now?
We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented. It's as simple as that.
It's about total control, mental, physical, spiritual, every way, shape, form possible.
You have to remember how big of a conspiracy this is. This isn't talking about just the JFK thing or isn't talking about just 9/11. It's on an umbrella kind of system to where it is the biggest deception that there is. It actually exposes every other deception, and nothing else brings down the power of the elite because it really exposes education, science, the economy, television, museums, universities. Think of all the things that have been fooled. I feel worse for the people that are out there building satellites, the people that are out there actually working for these space agencies, the people out there teaching in schools as professors, because they would all come to the conclusion eventually, once this gets out, that they've all been contributing to the lie.
Why do you believe what you believe? Prove it without using NASA or any other space agency, the government or military of any country in the world. Why would I say that? NASA has been proven to be liars time and time again. I could spend a whole weekend here showing you the lies of NASA. How many of you believe your government is 100% honest and can be trustworthy? And how many of you know the military answers to their government? Okay, so if those three sources are all proven liars, why would you trust them? Fool me once, right? Shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I say, continue to believe pathological liars and you're an idiot. But that's what we've all done. And so, I look at these stuff, we've all seen the textbooks, we've all seen the videos and movies and all these things, and there's so much of it. Do you know what the budget NASA has? You know how much they get? How much money they get? Have you seen the movie Gravity? Okay. That's made for about $100 million, give or take. And if you saw the movie Gravity, that was pretty impressive. I saw it on IMAX, big screen, like, wow. I mean, I felt like I was with Sandra Bullock flying around in space, freaking out myself. Okay, this is what they're able to do with $100 million. What are you able to do with tens of billions of dollars a year? Since the 60s.
I just want to stand on top.
Why is that jet flying so close to our house?
What difference does it make? What difference does it make? Yeah, that's their favorite line. Got a lot of people, what difference does it make? You can't figure out what difference it makes? If you can't figure out what difference it makes that the people running your world of lying to you over and over your whole life, if you can't figure out that someone lying to you is trying to control you, suppressing of information, of knowledge, is control. Deception of information and knowledge is a form of control. So what difference does it make? It makes a big difference, because once they start omitting information or lying about information about where you live, they're doing it to control you, period. Why am I having to explain this to critical thinkers in the truth movement? The way you control billions of people is to keep them divided and fighting each other. Flat Earth is not a psyop. Flat Earth destroys the psyop. Every psyop that's been used to control us for as long as they've known about it. So this system has been in power and control for hundreds of years, ever since they convinced the rest of the world that they didn't know where they live. It created this fantastical scenario to make people feel insignificant and to follow those that appear to know better. Why is the flat earth so important? Because it shows the deception. And if everybody would just come together and demand answers, they would be in checkmate. They would not know what to do.
Train up a child in the way that he should go. When he is old, he will not depart from it. I believe that's why we have so many who are indoctrinated to still believe and fight so hard for the heliocentric model. The reason being is because we've been taught the globe model since before we had the ability to think for ourselves. Think about it. Before you could think for yourself, before you could form rational thought, you've been taught that you live on a spinning ball, although your five senses tell you something totally different. Our senses tell us that the earth is flat and stationary, that the sun and moon and the stars rotate above us just as we see. Same. That they make their annual cycles in such a way that we can calculate days, months, and years of the passage of time, just like in Scripture. The earth in itself works like a well-designed timepiece, and we all know that any timepiece that we can think of has a designer. What if the lie is to hide the existence of that designer? What if they're lying to us about this because they're hiding God?
Here's why I believe that the lunar landing was faked. Because there is no way you can have a power source that strong at that time in history. Let me tell you something.
There's about this beach ball. He just don't. That stuff is flat. That stuff is. He just don't. That stuff is flat.
He makes me feel like I'm the only girl in this whole flat world.
Can you do it?
Okay. Is the earth flat?
He makes me feel like I'm the only girl in this whole flat world.
Is the earth flat or round?
Oh yeah. This one goes out to you, the Big J. Big J.
Handle the truth like that. The earth is flat. It's flat. I hope you get bitten by a bat. That was some pretty hardcore rapping. You can't grab this. Oh! Yeah! The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat. You think that it isn't flat? Christopher Columbus thought he was all that. He thought he'd prove that the Earth wasn't flat. He is responsible. The Big J, the Big everyone knows.
Whole flat world.
The channel.
Edge of space jump. The honesty of it would greatly diminish what I think people thought he was actually doing. And not only that, they made sure to photograph him standing there with a really wide-angle lens, which curves horizontal lines.
You don't see the curvature of the Earth.
You just don't. That stuff is flat.
The entirety of it is 33. So that's going to be a big month. But we need to get through. Just keep an eye out for March 22nd, 2020, which just happens to be obviously 32222. It's also the anniversary of the Georgia Guidestones, where they want to reduce the population down to under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Is this a coincidence? Yes, Jojo has completely loses it. And by the way, Jojo says text Joe to his phone number, no joke, Google it, is 30330. And that's where you got to text Joe to vote for him. So, yeah. Yep. 330 is Freemasonry. Of course, I've mentioned it to 1,000 people, and of course no one wants to mention it. It's really appreciated.
I'd give anything to get into the Stonecutters.
What do they do there, Dad?
I'm a member! What do they do? What don't they do? Oh, they do so many things, they never stop. Oh, the things they do there, my stars.
You don't know what they do there, do you?
Not as such, no. I'm a stonecutter!
Dad, remember those self-hypnosis classes we took to help us ignore Grandpa?
Do I ever? It's 5 years later, and I still think I'm a chicken. I'm a chicken, Marge.
I know. Maybe we should be listening to him now.
I'm a member! Huh? What? Ah!
You're a member of the Stonecutters, Grandpa?
Oh, sure. Let's see. I'm an elk, a mason.
If I were a Jew, I'd be a Zionist. I am a Zionist. You don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist.
day, the courageous officers of NYPD put your lives on the line to protect the innocent and to put violent criminals behind bars. You protect people you've never met before. You know, I've heard that expression a long time ago, and it always means something to me. You're protecting people with your lives, people that you've never met before.
Zionist. I am a Zionist. You don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist.
However, the curse of Frank Fiala, there really was no other word for it, continued to plague Sammy. Although the police investigation into Fiala's murder failed to turn up any suspects, indeed no one was ever charged.
Smells good.
Yeah, I'll have a coffee. Guppy, trout, mermaid, or whale, please.
Fresh in your coffee, sir?
Yeah. Keep it coming. Put the pot down. Get away.
Zionist. I am a Zionist. You don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist.
By Joe Biden to rob and take, we're winning because we're winning. The United States doesn't have a clue. I think it was disgraceful. I think it's a disgrace. What took place, it's a disgrace. And I think the Trump organization got released to that Nazi Germany. They're going to suffer the consequences. They already are. By the way, we just found out I was coming down. I say, hey, wait a minute. Pile of garbage. Report to my office. Not you. Can you give us a... And so you'll see like a few windmills made by one company, General Electric. And then you'll see a few made by Siemens. And you'll see a few made by some other guy that doesn't have 10 cents. It looks like a... So you see all these windmills. They're all different shades of color. They're like sort of white, but one's like an orange white. It's my favorite color, orange.
We feel the benefits of foreign trade right here at home. Each additional $1 billion in manufactured goods and trade means another 20,000 American jobs. And yet, in spite of the fact that last year alone, total gross exports accounted for virtually all of this nation's economic growth, a new breed of isolationists seem to think domestic policy ends at the water's edge.
Were to become president, he would immediately pass legislation to gut every single police department in America. You know that. And probably she's a step worse. She's a step worse. Kamala.
With this video, I'm going to completely debunk satellites in space, Google Earth, Google Maps being nothing more than smoke and mirrors, and obviously this fake, phony ball Earth that we're supposedly living on. Let's take a look here. Let's get a close-up of New York City, of any city.
With this video, I'm going to completely debunk satellites in space.
Get so-called satellite images. All you see are these cartoons, basically composites, nothing real. These cartoons, basically composites, nothing real. Okay, you think this is real? Give me a break. All fake, garbage, nonsense. And once again, the so-called satellites exposed, Google exposed, is nothing more than smoke and mirrors. And as I mentioned earlier in this one article, Google has its own fleet of airplanes to map the world in 3D. So there you go. Very simple, easily debunked when it comes to so-called satellites in deep space. We live in this world full of deception. If you can get past it, again, I said it so many times, ego is the biggest enemy of truth.
Your past mistakes, by your children love your face, and you can't escape it. You medicate and blame it away. Nothing was built in one day, but don't try to fake it. Got to turn up the legs. Let me down. You let me down easy. I know you let me down. You let me down easy.
You get a CGI planet, all bogus, 100%. So,
crystal calm can make you love the same. No sense of wonder. And all it brings is pain. And Lord help me, yeah. When the people got no shame, and I won't complain. Yeah, give me my love, what you make. Don't let me down. Said you let me down easy. I know you let me down.
as far as real satellites, with that fake garbage, you get this, all CGI, computer animated, looks like a video game. Where are the satellites? You don't see me because they don't exist. Look at this. Wow. You believe this is real? If you believe this is real, you're going to believe every single lie NASA, the media, your government tells you. You've been completely blinded from birth. You believe everything you've been told your whole life. And any time someone questions an official story by your leaders, you get angry, you get upset, you get defensive. Because no one likes to be told they've been lied to their entire lives. But all you get, again, is computer animated garbage. Your whole life is nothing but garbage. Now with the supposed live feed from the ISS, you get this bogus CGI satellite here. You believe this is real? You gotta be kidding me. Complete mockery.
Take a look at this right here. Bam, 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 bam. There you go again. Bam, wake up. Bam, 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 bam. Taco Bell. Bam. Take a look at the cellular. Bam. Your ass up, it's time. There you go again. Bam. It's a big old bam. Elbow. Bam. Bam. Old witch. Bam. Shout about it. Bam. Yeah. Bam. And puppet. Bam. Mama card. Bam. That's what they don't have no talent. Bam. 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 You see that kneecap? Bam. Look at puppet. Bam.
They love him, Big Brother. And it's what I always say, right?
Right now.
Each recipe begins with a violet hose spray of filtered water, compounded by a shower of unfiltered water to help cut costs for the factory. Liquid black is added to the water. No one is entirely sure what liquid black is or where it comes from, but it consistently makes the tastiest sodas known to man. More water is added to the liquid black as needed. Water and liquid black are the only two ingredients in soda. The amount of water used to dilute the liquid black will end up determining the soda's color, flavor, and fizziness. No one is entirely sure what liquid black is or where it comes from, but it consistently makes the tastiest sodas known to man. No one is entirely sure what liquid black is or where it comes from, but it consistently makes the tastiest sodas known to man. No one is entirely sure what liquid black is or where it comes from, but it consistently makes the tastiest sodas known to man.
The tastiest sodas known to man.
Each recipe begins with a violet hose spray of filtered water.
The globe is dead, bit the dust, it's over now. They broke the trust, toss overboard the Mason men. Oh no, I know, not them again. We know now, go.
Each recipe begins with a...
It's showtime.
儿子也不好笑，把这条子儿子也不在这吗？嘿嘿，再把这条子，可算看了，cheers down。
Hey, wanna listen to some tunes?
Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth ain't round. Just look at your feet down on the ground. Flat Earth is flat, flat Earth ain't round. Just take a
Bound to sell. Picture us cooling out on the 4th of July, and if you heard we were celebrating.
The final frontier.
best of the best, and I'm grateful, and I'm very happy that you're here. And we'll have a little fun for a little while, but first we're going to talk a little business. We have to talk business because we have to straighten out our city. Our city's a mess. Protect people, protecting people with your lives, people that you've never met before, the people that were hurt so badly. Long-term hurt, they call it, right? Long-term hurt. But we got it done and we got it signed.
Seems on some of these it's entertainment, and he does entertain the crowd, and he has people laughing at these events.
Maybe we could say it was a funny drug reaction to the flu.
$250 billion a year in the Defense Department. What good are they if they show nothing?
This virus and its symptoms. Can you help us separate fact from fiction here?
Always look flat.
With a lot of stuff.
A package, banker bailouts, constant lies, wars, crime, stealing our lives.
We got the gowns, we got the masks, we made the ventilators. You wouldn't have made ventilators. What I did recently.
I'm mad about this country's educational system. You see, there's all kinds of incredible facts that the powers that be have conveniently left out.
Man on the moon. Look, I encourage everybody to be safe and take care of your family. I do. But there's still some people that don't want to take it, and you shouldn't have to be forced to take something that you don't want. So
I don't think people are being forced to take. Well, there are some. I mean, listen, we have a mandate at CBS.
That's force.
We have a mandate at CBS. But my point.
That's force.
But where I wholeheartedly.
That's force.
No, it's not force.
It is force, because if the man don't take it, the man gonna get fired.
It's not.
That's force.
Are flat, what we had produced, but we'll produce it again. And I think we'll produce it again very fast. More than 3.3 million, still further, are flat. We have completed 44 flights, and there has been incredible to watch. In total, through all channels, 39.4 million, 431 million, N95, 57 million, 100 millions, and 10.2 million at 100 million. 600,000 more to come. We ordered 5, and they'll be coming shortly. Kokomo worker are flat. We thought it would be a good one to play. It's amazing, and they do that. It's incredible. We have thousands of people that are doing that. They recover. They feel they have an obligation because they've gotten such great care, and a lot of them didn't think they were going to make it. The Voice of America, very important. And if you heard what's coming out of the Voice of America.
Le cercle complet de la planète Terre. 24 personnes, puis c'est toutes des Américains.
The geocentric model of the cosmos. But when you think about it, that's what the world looks like. Everything orbits Earth. And does it feel like Earth is moving under your feet? No. So his model was what made common sense to everybody. But deep down inside, I think he was still didn't feel like he grasped it all.
Okay. And of course, when I read them, I can't help but thinking of your seminal book, The World is Flat, and how you are the guy who really identified that issue that we're all.
I've spoken with enough people over the past while to realize that people are sort of, seems horrible to say, but kind of used to.
That is flat. Think about it.
On TV.
So, first of all, we're going to run through a bunch of questions. You have to answer them as truthfully and as quickly as possible.
Hi, my name is Paulo Kalanchis, and I play for the Dallas Mavericks.
Do you think the Earth is flat or round?
I'll go with Perry. I say flat.
Okay.
To push it, push it, push it. Huh?